Ooh, love it. What's up YouTube? Robbie Vapes, and today is our first e-juice review. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I don't know what took me so long to do it, but today we're going to be doing our official juice review. I have two juices here we're going to be reviewing. They're both by Cowtown Ejuice, which is a local Calgary juice maker here. He makes phenomenal e-liquids. He only has two flavors at the moment. One of them is called Red Mile, and the other one is called BYOB. I'll get into those a little bit later. I also want to mention some of the other juices I'm vaping on that's in my rotation right now, because I'm probably not going to do a video on all of them. In fact, I probably won't do a video on most of them, but I'll just show you what's in my rotation. We can take a look. I have my laptop here so we can look up descriptions. The names, of course, aren't always friendly as far as flavors go. You can never really tell what a name is and what a flavor it is these days. So we're going to get into that, and I'm going to keep this video short. I know my last few videos have been pretty long. You know, I did a 35-minute one the other day. I did a 48-minute long one just a few days before that. So this one's going to be shorter. I'm not sure when I'll have time to upload this video. It might have to wait till the weekend. I'm kind of stuck on a work project right now, so I want to get that done first. But hopefully I can get up for you guys soon. In the meantime, let's talk juice. Alright, so the first video we have, the first juice we have, we're not going to do separate videos on each of these. We have the Mount Baker Vapor, bit of a tongue twister, the Hawk Sauce. And this stuff is phenomenal. I want to make a quick comment on this before I look it up on the laptop, what the flavor composition is and how it's described. This was the first juice I really got into after I quit smoking. This kind of brings back memories. I vaped on it for probably a solid 3 to 4 weeks straight before I switched to something else. And when I did the switch, I forgot all about it. I had stopped vaping it a lot. I haven't vaped in a long time, but it brings back memories to buy another bottle of this. In fact, this is the second bottle I've had in about a week and a half. It's really good stuff. I'm really liking the Mount Baker Vapor stuff, especially the Hawk Sauce. So let's open up the laptop and let's figure out what the composition is for that one. And I'm just going to keep it open. I have the tabs open already, so let's click to it, and here's the description. Hawk Sauce is a complex blend of sweet and slightly sour berries with a light hint of cool menthol. Mixed with inspirations drawn from the Pacific Northwest, Hawk Sauce e-juice is delightfully refreshing and a deliciously fruity vape. So that's the description there. They actually have a longer description. I won't go into it all, but I gotta say that the menthol-y taste, it's not really a menthol taste, I wouldn't say. It's more of a refreshing taste. It's very different than menthol. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Their juice is really cheap. On their website, they list it for $8.99, which I believe is American. Or sorry, it's listed for $7.99, and they right now, as of this video, they have a sale on for $4.99. So check it out. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put links down below to all these websites so you can check out the juice if you are interested. And what we'll do is move on to the next one, and this is West Coast Clouds. So West Coast Clouds, they're a Canadian company. They sell their juices. It's a 30 ml bottle for $8.99. It's listed as a max VG. It doesn't have a true PG to VG ratio on here that I can see. I am seeing a few things on here from the reviews. I mean, everybody loves the juice because the flavors here are really good. This is called Baker's Dream. It's basically a really nice apple pie with a bit of cinnamon on the exhale. I'm really liking it. But again, it goes back to a rant I did a few days ago actually about max VG. I mean, if you can see here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not going to zoom in here. I'll maybe do it when I do a close-up of the Cowtown. I'll bring this in for a quick shot. But for a max VG liquid, it's pretty liquidy. I don't know that I like calling it max VG. I probably wouldn't. And the fact they don't list the actual mixture here, it's a bit of a downside. But I mean, again, I don't want to take away from the juice because this is an everyday vape for me. I love this stuff. I put it in my rotation. This is a full bottle because this is actually my second bottle. But it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a really good tasting vape. I wouldn't classify it as max VG myself. Just me. The description on the Baker's Dream, the actual description is, apple pie is the best way to describe this flavor profile. Cinnamon, fresh apple, pie crust, and a note of blueberry waffles. I don't get too much blueberry from it, but I mean, it might be on the undertone. And that's pretty much the description. So it's basically an apple pie with a hint of blueberry. It's really, really good. I get like the apple pie on the inhale, and on the exhale I get a lot more of the cinnamon. It's very strong cinnamon on the exhale, but really good vape, and really tasty. Next is by the same company, West Coast Clouds, and this is one of my favorites. This is like my 4th bottle of this stuff. This stuff is so good. This is called Nebula, and the description for Nebula is cotton candy, raspberry, blueberry, and a couple of secret ingredients collide together to create a juice blend that is truly out of this world. It's super sweet and has so much flavor, your taste buds will feel like they're going through a supernova. This one is also listed as a max VG. Again, it doesn't say the flavor profile, although actually it's listed as max VG, but they do have an option for a 50-50 blend. And I wonder if that's what this is, and if this is what this one is as well. Because these don't look max VG to me. These look more like a 50-50 blend. And if that's the case, good on you guys, and I apologize for messing that up as I knock over some bottles here. But at a 50-50 blend, it's really flavorful. I don't find it too sweet for cotton candy and raspberry. I mean, these are all sweet things, but it's not as sweet as what they describe to me. And obviously people like it because getting this at my local vape shop, shout out to Evolution Vape, by the way, because they're the ones who carry this. It's tough. I mean, I buy 2 or 3 bottles at a time because it is so hard to get this stuff, especially Nebula. Nebula just sells out right away, and I can see why. So it's a really good vape. I like it. I recommend it. It's definitely part of my rotation. The next one we're going to talk about is Suicide Bunny, a popular vape that a lot of people are raving about. However, it's not the mother's milk. I don't mind the mother's milk, but this is, if I'm spending $30 on e-liquid, which is about the price of these up here in Canada from where I've seen them, I want to make sure it's something I really enjoy. And this I really enjoy. This is called Derailed. This is a, here's the description. Welcome to Derailed, one of Suicide Bunny's most popular flavors. Inhale for the fresh baked cookie taste, exhale for the sweet cinnamon banana, and enjoy every moment in between. The smell alone will keep you coming back for more. And they couldn't be more true. I mean, it couldn't be more true. This stuff is really, really good. This is a drip only one I use. I don't use it for any of my clearizers. I prefer dripping this stuff because it's just so good. I can go through a bottle of this in like 2 days. It's phenomenal. But anyways, that's in my rotation as well. That's my dripper one usually. It's, again, I can't say enough about it. It's just so good. Next up, we have the BioVapes line, which I talked about really briefly. We have 2 of them here. We have Synesthesia and we have Scorched V2. These are the 2 I'm vaping on. Synesthesia is usually in a clear out tank for me. Usually like my Nautilus, my Aspire Nautilus tank. Not so much dripping. This one's a little bit strong, but I think it was just a batch. I've tried it since and it's been much better, so ignore that. But Synesthesia, I will read out the description here, which I have up. So Synesthesia is rainbow sherbet / ice cream. Amazing. That's all I put, and that's all I need to put because it truly does describe how good that vape is. Next one up is Scorched V2, a delicious and sweet strawberry custard. Oh, turn around. I really like these bottles too. They bottle it really nicely. I mean, presentation-wise, these are really good bottles to have on your shelf. They stand out and they're really nice. So Scorched V2, like I said, it's a a delicious and sweet strawberry custard. And I've also heard people talk about hints of butterscotch, which I do get from this, and I love it. I love it. What a great vape. So those are the juices I have in my rotation right now. And let's not forget the Cowtown juice. This stuff is phenomenal. So I'm going to bring you guys up close so you can see the consistency of it. These are 80-20 mixes. The BioVapes I forgot to mention are 60-40 mixes, 60 VG, 40 PG. And the Hawk sauce is a 50-50 blend if I'm not mistaken. So, that being said, let's get up close, let's check out these juices, then we'll go back up top, we'll take a quick hit off each of them in all 3 of these devices, and I will tell you my final thoughts on this. Alright guys, we're back, we're up close and personal with these. We can see the 2 juices here. We have the labels on the front. You have the website down below, cowtownjuicecompany.ca, and same thing on this one. If we flip it around, this is the Red Mile. It's a strawberry dessert e-juice. You have the ingredient list, you have the volume and the nicotine strength. In this case, it's 3, just like all my other juices. The warning, and you also have first aid treatments, which I really like as well. On this one, this is a BYOB, bring your own banana. Same thing, ingredients, volume, nicotine strength, warning, and first aid treatments as well. I really like these two juices. They're really nice. I'm going to open them up and show you the consistency here so you guys can check it out. I mean, this thing is just super, super thick. Like, it is just insanely thick. You can just see it down there. It's a really solid e-juice. Same thing on this one, and I wish you could smell this, by the way. As soon as I opened it up, the first thing I did was smell it, and it smells amazing right now. Same thing with this one, really thick consistency. Perfect for dripping, really good in those high-end sub-ohm tanks that can handle this kind of VG-PG ratio. Again, it is an 80-20 mix, super thick. And yeah, I mean, this stuff is amazing. Packaging is really nice, and I guess before I go back up top, let me just quickly show you the consistency of the West Coast Cloud stuff. And I'll let you be the judge on this one. Let me know what you think. I think this is closer to a 50-50. I would be surprised if this was a Max VG line, and I don't think it is. It's a bit of a shame they don't actually tell you on the packaging which one it is. Just says here PG VG nicotine flavoring. That being said, I mean, it's still worth checking out, and if they do have a Max VG, and assuming this is a 50-50, I would love to try the Max VG one of this. Really good e-juice. But anyways, that's the up close section. Let's take it back up top so I can talk about the e-juice a little bit more and vape on it. Alright guys, now that we've had a chance to look at them up close, see the consistency of it, talk about it a little bit, let's actually get to my favorite part of this video, and that's getting to vape these things. So I'll start with the Delta 2. This has the Red Mile in it, which is the strawberry dessert. As far as flavor wise, I'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm going to take a hit off this and I'm going to show you the vapor production you get. This is at 34 watts. Their standard factory coils are in here, and it's at 4.1 volts. So let's take a hit and see how it vapes. Oh, tons of vapor, really good flavor. So as far as flavor goes, I've heard the person at the store describe it as a strawberry cheesecake, and I have to disagree. I don't like cheesecakes at all, and to me it tastes more like a strawberry shortcake. That would be my best way to describe this e-juice. It's phenomenal. Unfortunately on their website they don't list the flavors or anything like that because it's still under construction. They're a pretty new company. Check them out though, they're well worth it. If you have a chance, order some of this. I didn't talk about price, but this is actually one of the cheaper ones I'm vaping right now. It's 18 bucks for this, and I would say that this is the most premium e-juice I've had to date, and I'm willing to put my name on it. I mean, it's what I mean by that is I'm willing to put my reputation online to say that this e-juice for $18 Canadian is the best e-juice I've had so far. Just saying. And I love all these other e-juices. It's not a knock on them. I love vaping them. They're really, really good. But the Cowtown Juice Company is doing it right. I love this stuff. It's so good. That really nice vape is just phenomenal. I'm going to take another hit off this one really quickly. Tons of vapor production. Like I said, I can't get enough of it. It is just so good. So good. Moving on, we'll talk about the BYOB, which is a banana flavor. I'm going to take a hit off this real quick, and I can already see a bit of an air bubble forming in my Magnus tank. There we go. That is so good. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I bought this a couple days ago. I haven't opened it up until today, but just before this review. I haven't vaped either of these flavors in probably about a week now, and I've missed them. They are so, so, so good. The BYOB is my favorite. I've heard people talk about it as like almost like a banana cream pie almost, but I'm getting something different. And I know this might sound gross to some people, but this is what I get. And the people who love this are gonna get what I mean by this, okay? This stuff tastes, if you weren't allergic to penicillin and you had it as a kid, you had that banana medicine. That is what this is. This is banana medicine in a vape form. It is phenomenal. The taste is unbelievable. I can't get enough of this stuff. This is what started my banana kick, and the only other banana-like flavor I can vape on right now is Derailed by Suicide Bunny. Nothing else compares. It's just so good. You get that nice, dense vape, and you can't go wrong. It is just phenomenal. So that's the flavor profile on that. Again, you can get these at Digital Imports here in Calgary. I think you can order online as well. They have a promotion. If you go in the store, you buy 4 bottles, you get 1 free. It's 18 bucks a bottle. Try it out first, and I guarantee you'll love it. It's just so, so, so good. There's nothing I can say about it other than how good it is. We'll drip on it on each of these in a second here. I do want to bring up something really quickly. There is one other store in Calgary that's selling it, but it's not as good for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not going to mention the store because the store that does it does some really good things for the vape community. They're really actively involved. They support a lot of great things. And their other juices are really good as well. But for some reason, the Cowtown juice just doesn't taste the same. I don't find it's as thick. I find it's a little bit more runny. I don't know what it is. It's in a different bottle. I've heard rumors that they do their own nicotine there. They just buy 0 strength nicotine and they do it all there, which is fine. But for some reason, there's less of a flavor in it, and I don't know why. So I recommend Digital Imports if you're going to try it out. You'll get the best experience there, in my opinion. And yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick warning to anyone who does see it. The one thing I will say is I'm not sure which is the actual formula for this. I don't know if maybe Digital Imports changes it a bit. If they do, good for them because they've improved it. And if they don't, and the other company does the changing, then I feel like the other company may have hurt the juice a little bit. It's not quite as flavorful. So just a warning, just a heads up. So I take it for what you will. Let's juice this thing up and let's find out how it tastes. I'm using my Diablo clone as well for this. Let's start with the banana one. Give it a quick juice up and we'll take a couple hits off it. Just a standard build here, 6 wrap 24 gauge Canthal and organic cotton, of course. Japanese organic cotton, actually, to be exact. We've juiced it up. 0.2 ohms is what it ends up reading at. And it's on my Hades clone I have as well. So let's take a hit. Oh, so good. I mean, I could vape this all day. This video may go longer than I anticipated just because I keep vaping on it. It's so good. The density in this, I mean the flavor. This is probably the best flavor I've had from an 80-20 mix to date. Everything about this is just so good. I can't get enough. Gonna do one more hit and then we'll juice it up with the Red Mile here. Oh, love it, love it. It's just really, really good. Yeah, that's all I can say is it's just really good. Dry out the cotton a little bit and let's move on to Red Mile. Both these juices are phenomenal. I cannot say that enough. I know I've already said it like 20 times in this video, but I'm probably going to say it 20 more before the video is done. And I'm making a mess here. I'm wasting some, which I'd hate to do. But anyways, we've juiced up our wicks. Let's see if we can get this on. There we go. Looking good. Line up our air holes. Let's take a hit off the Red Mile. I gotta tell you guys, I'm in heaven right now. I've been away from this stuff for a week and I was going through withdrawals. It is so good. Works well in a dripper, works in some of these clearamizers. I will say this, it's a pretty thick blend. Does not work very well in the Kanger Sub-Tank Mini. I don't think the coils can handle it too well. If I use the RBA component and build a different coil, it seems to be okay, but with the factory coil, it's not quite as good. The Kanger the Joytech Delta 2, it works really well on. The Magnus, it works perfect on. And if you want to get the best experience, use it in a dripper and you will not regret it. If you're in the Calgary area, go check out Digital Imports. Try this juice out, and I promise you, you will love it. Anyways, thank you for watching YouTube, and I'm going to take another hit. Until next time, happy vaping.